Tell me about your business. What is it that you actually do in the marketplace? How does your business function?
Yeah. So how are we solving these problems too, right? And there's this new, really exciting field in the world of computer science called the privacy preserving computation or privacy preserving compute. And it's an umbrella term, but basically it's um, really brand new or just arriving in the last couple of years. And now we can have ways to analyze data without actually seeing the contents of the data. We can blind ourselves to the raw data and also blind ourselves to the results of that analysis too. So how do you make any
How's
sense
that
out of it?
work?
Yeah. So how do you see the results, right? What we're doing is we're establishing an exchange, a network where the consumers of data, they can come in and run an analysis or ask for something. And we at Genial have this aggregated database, but it's encrypted. And we can't see the contents. Like I mentioned, we can't see the results, but we run that analysis nonetheless. And with those private encrypted results, now we have to go back to those data owners. They're on our platform as well, and they have transactional level control, uh, whether to approve or decline basically the release of those results on their data. So that way we can enable that connectivity. We can get the benefits of data aggregation, but those data owners, they still own their data. They have transactional level control. And
So they can sell their data. Is it offered? Is their data bidded on like Amazon, like eBay or app? How does it work?
yeah, yeah. So we're still building out the marketplace, kind of the buyer side of it. And we're starting first with data producers, but the model will be that either as an individual or as maybe a healthcare system with a larger set of data, you can either sell individual slices of data, individual level data, or you could rent your data to be used for like more of an aggregate analysis. And both of those routes are possible. Um, and it also really, this is consent, is a huge part of this as well too, right? And so this is the old way of doing things is patients consent. Say, you sign up for 23andMe and about 2/3 of their customers will just click the little, yes, I consent to let my data be used for research. But after that, you lose all visibility, you lose you don't have any transactional level visibility, let alone control, let alone receipt of, compensation for when your data is used too. So that's what we're trying to change. And yeah, we're starting just a date
When did
today
you found the company? When did you found
we,
it?
2020 is when we first filed IP. And then my co-founder is actually my brother, which is fun. But we were both working. I was working another job for a year. He was finishing up the second year of his MBA program. Then we came back the summer 2021. So coming up on 2 years now, full time at Genial.
So you're creating essentially an exchange, a market, kind of an exchange for data, personal data, and in this case, it's starting with medical data. I can't help but think that the world needs this beyond that, in the sense that Google has all my data. All the big tech has my data. My friend Phil Chang in Taiwan says that's currency. That's money that people should be able to sell their data. Or beyond this, have you ever thought of? I mean, I know you got to start somewhere. Medical data is an obvious one. Have you ever thought about taking this beyond just that and trying to reclaim and giving people the ability to reclaim the information about themselves and how public it is?
We think about it a lot, and that's very well could be on our roadmap in the future. But, when there's such a big opportunity and so many exciting possibilities about the future, especially at our stage now, it's important just to kind of
Stay
remain
focused.
grounded on
Yeah.
our initial focus and to not get distracted. And when you're choosing between two good or multiple options that are all good, and it's not one that's inherently better than the other.
Hmm.
For me, it goes back to that personal mission statement. It kind of keeps me and keeps Genial, our company, grounded as well. That's really become the focus of Genial as well, to help relieve human suffering by accelerating precision medicine through private exchange of biomedical data. But as we grow, I'm sure there's going to be opportunities to look at applying data exchange across industries too, which will be fun to see that.
But you probably get more resistance there than you would maybe because both parties are motivated in your scenario. The other scenario, would want to shut you down. Have you ever had any thoughts as it relates to quantum computing and the rise of quantum computing and its ability to or compromise encryption and all the things and security that a lot of this space would rely on? Do you have any thoughts on that? I'm always curious for those that are really, their business is focused on protecting confidentiality.
Yeah, we're thinking, how can we build this to be as future proof as possible? And to your point, quantum computing, does pose a very real threat of being able to crack a lot of the most commonly used encryption algorithms out there right now. Thankfully, and this new umbrella of privacy preserving compute, new encryption algorithms that are being developed through this, they do have their Achilles heel of being less efficient, and they need optimization still. And that's why they're not just instantly, everywhere and ubiquitous. But a lot of these new algorithms are considered to be quantum safe and are not expected to be able to be cracked by quantum computing. So, now that deep cryptography and quantum computing, disclaimer, that's outside of my technical wheelhouse, but that's what we're our perspective and our understanding about that. So.